Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Gotham Knights. Now, this show was announced, and it has writers from the defunct Batwoman show. James Stottero, Chad Fiveash, and Natalie Abrams. Oh, you bet this show's going to be bad, ladies and gentlemen. Bet by the chip it's going to be bad. They kill Batman off again. But you know what? Let's talk about the show. Let's talk about the characters. But we can only do that after my monkeys roll that footage.
There are 30 other rooms in this place to hook up.
Mom, I swear we were just talking.
When this is over, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill you and everybody at the CW for what you've done.
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right,
that a lot.
okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tulip?
So Batwoman is gone, but the writers had to fail upwards because it's the CW and Berlanti Productions. So the Gotham Knights show was announced, and we got our first trailer the other day. With this show, they're already talking about, well, you know, Batman's dead, of course, because why would we want... First of all, I'm not going to complain about any of these shows not having Batman, because do we really want Batman in the CW universe? I mean, let's be honest. You know, even Tyler Hoechlin's Superman is pretty good on Superman and Lois, even though I haven't seen past, I think, the 6th or 7th episode of the first season. But that show had a good trajectory, and his character was done justice. Now, Batman, I don't think, would be given the same courtesy, especially with the way the writers from Batwoman who have come over to this show treated the other characters and the lore of Bruce Wayne in the Batwoman show. They handled it with just, you know, almost contempt, I would say, towards the character, because of course he's a, you know, pale, stale, white, cis heteronormative male. So why would you want to give any credence to this character when you can take everything he's built, everything that Bruce Wayne built, and you can give it to a woman, because we all know that they deserve it more, because white man bad. Am I right?
You're pushing your luck, little man.
So we're going to take a look at this article from Bounding Into Comics. Came out yesterday. The CW releases first trailer for Gotham Knights. It's as agonizingly painful as you'd expect. Includes transgender character. Okay, so first and foremost, the fact that there's a transgender character doesn't bother me. The fact is, it's the CW, and they're going to use this character. And the character is going to be a shield from criticism, okay? Because the character is not going to be well written. We know that. I mean, that's these people, oh, just you have to wait and see. No, we don't. We know how CW shows go, especially the newer ones. With the subject matter you're dealing with, in the stills that I'll put in here from the trailer, showing, you know, certain scenes, or, you know, some little clips from the trailer, it's kind of funny because it already shows these, you know, little skinny teenagers beating up full-grown police officers. There's a race swap character, as I said earlier. It's Carrie Kelly.
Thanks.
Harry, we have a drink together?
Right.
Oh, what the fuck ever?
AKA she's, you know, Robin, or she was Batgirl. This is hilarious because, of course, like I said, she's a redhead. So, yeah, we have to make her black. That's what we do with redheads, is we make them black. For what reason? Don't know.
He's out of line, but he's right.
And it's funny that they couldn't just, hey, here's a new character. If you want to make a new character for the show, make a new character for the show if that's what you want to do. Just don't go the way of Ryan Wilder on Batwoman.
Never have I ever compromised my values to supporting white supremacist organizations.
And make her completely stupid and prop her up on the fact that of her race, sexual orientation.
Yada, yada, yada.
This right here is Duella Dent. This is Batman's adopted son. As you can see, the trailer introduces a character named Turner, who is Bruce Wayne's son, albeit the official description below indicates he is an adopted son. However, Turner has no idea his father's Batman. Not only does he not know his father is Batman, but Turner is implicated by the corrupt GCPD of plotting to kill his own father in order to inherit his estate.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
That's another funny scene in the trailer. When they arrest there's three kids. I believe they arrest Turner, plus I think three of the other ones, which is Cullen and Harper Row. Harper was in the comics. Cullen is, of course, going to be our token transgender. Harper has, in the comics, has half her head shaved. So I take it she's a new 52 character.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Are going to be utter shite. And like I said, they're going to prop them up on identity. And if you dare insult the show, insert Isterphobe here, because that's exactly what they're going to do. They tried to do the same thing with Batwoman, but they couldn't hide behind that because they wrote a literal dumpster fire. And Caroline Dries is not the showrunner for this, but it's a Berlanti production, which means, garbage. A pretty cast with garbage tier writing. That's what they usually do and then they don't put anything into the script. It's like, look, they can't act, but they're pretty. Ooh.
Yup!
Yeah, these younger actors and actresses in this, I don't know. I've never heard of any of them, which whatever. It is what it is. The show, like I said, the show's going to be horrible. I have no doubt. I don't think they ordered a full first season, but we'll review every episode, every trailer drop right here on the channel. We'll have ratings videos. This is going to be next year when this comes out. The official synopsis for the show states, Batman is dead and a powder keg has ignited Gotham City without the Dark Knight to protect it. In the wake of Bruce Wayne's murder, his adopted son Turner Hayes, played by Oscar Morgan, is framed for killing the Caped Crusader along with the children of some of Batman's enemies, Duella Dent, Olivia Rose Keegan, an unpredictable fighter, a skilled thief who was born in Arkham Asylum and abandoned by her father. Harper Row, Fallon Smythe, she was on Grownish, a Serbic engineer who can fix anything, and her brother Cullen Row, Tyler D. Sharia, clever transgender teen who is tired of being polite and agreeable.
You serious?
This has all the makings of a trash fire right here. Duella character, an unpredictable fighter. Remember Ryan Wilder? She's the highly skilled but untrained fighter, which makes her dangerous. This girl is tiny. It's really funny because the CW and all the police, they tip their hand in the trailer that the police are behind Batman's murder, of course. Or at least they have to kill Turner and these, children of Batman's enemies who are framed for it, but they're framed by the police. They give that away in the trailer, and that's kind of where Carrie Kelly comes in, and she says, she's a friend of Batman's, and apparently Turner, like we said, he didn't know his dad was Batman. So this whole thing, this premise is hilarious. Like I said, it's going to be bad. There's no two ways around it. You can't trust these people to write anything good, especially with the way they want to inject their messaging all up in there, all up in the guts of the show. We had the ACAB shit. What do you think they're going to do here? Are we going to have a few, bad things happen at some schools or something like that? What kind of thing, what kind of narrative are they going to kind of glom onto for this show? Whichever one it is, it's going to be shite. Because, like I said, you have the same writers of Batwoman coming in to write this shit show. The synopsis continues with the charismatic and hard-charging district attorney Harvey Dent, played by Misha Collins of Supernatural, and GCPD hot on their trail. Turner will rely on allies, including his best friend and formidable coder Stephanie Brown, Anna Lore from All American. Isn't that the BLM show? Stephanie Brown was in Batwoman as well. The Spoiler. The Clue Master's daughter, I believe she is. Yeah, so she was in that show. on the show, the episode where the guy was, I think they actually had the clue man. It was season 2. I'd have to look back. I can't really remember because it was during the whole Lesbian Island, lesbian henchwoman Tatiana thing.
Tatiana was like, "Yeah, can I kill her now so you can be my lesbian queen, Sophia? You short midget fucking lesbian. Can you be my queen so we can?"
That's gonna violate the community standards.
An unlikely Batman sidekick, Carrie Kelly, Nevia Robinson. She is the race swap. Now, this is, like I said, another victim of the ginger side, Carrie Kelly's character. And at one point in the comics, I guess this character, Carrie Kelly, kind of became Catwoman at one point, but was still Batman's ally. So in the trailer, we see her character, Carrie Kelly, dressed up in a garb that looks more like Catwoman than it does Batgirl. So I don't know which way they're going to lean, if they're going to lean into both, depending on circumstance. We'll just have to wait and see how bad that turns out. The description concludes, but our knights will soon learn there's a larger, more nefarious force at work within Gotham City. This team of fugitives must band together to become its next generation of saviors, known as the Gotham Knights.
Fuck me, right?
Yeah, because all the police are evil and white.
That is correct.
Interestingly, Cullen Rowe is a homosexual in the comics. The show is now making him a transgender teen.
Fuck that puto!
Rowe first appeared in Batman #12 and was created by Scott Snyder and Becky Cloonan. He's repeatedly set on by a number of goons who eventually give him a haircut and cut the word "faggot" in the back of his head. His sister Harper decides to give herself the same haircut in solidarity.
Are you fucking high?
She says to him, "You alright, homo?" He said, "Deaf, homo."
So long, gay boys!
Oh, of course, bull rig. She's got a bull rig in the nose.
Hey, and you look like if I touched you, you'd be sticky, and frankly, you smell bad.
Like, who the fuck? Like, that's supposed to be a female. Who in the actual fuck looks at this like this is a good design for a character?
You chose poorly.
The series race swap Carrie Kelly with Nia Robinson. Kelly first appeared in Frank Miller's Batman The Dark Knight Returns series. In the first issue, Kelly is saved by Batman from a mutant. Inspired by Batman, she eventually crafts her own Robin suit and sets out to fight crime with him, and even intervenes when he is in a battle to the death with the leader of the mutants. Let's face it, we know this show's going to be a burning dumpster fire. From the 100-pound girls beating up full-grown police officers to the forced and cringy identity politics that will no doubt permeate through the entire, corpse of this show. And I call it a corpse before it's even delivered because it's dead on arrival. We know that. We know this show's DOA. You've got the 3 main writers from Batwoman, a failure at every level, that are going to be heading up this show. I mean, how do you think this is going to go? Do you think this is going to come out and surprise everybody like Superman and Lois? Or do you think it's going to take, the Batwoman route and just be a dumpster fire right from the word go? I don't see any reason to believe why this show would be any different from anything else. Because it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. You can't even tell me that this is going to be all right. I mean, it's not. It's not. You're gonna make white man bad. You're gonna make men bad. You're going to, prop up all your minority or marginalized characters and make the, son of Batman, the adopted son of Batman, probably look like an idiot at some point because he is, of course, a white man. I'm surprised they casted a white kid as Batman's adopted son, being as they're so fond of race swapping all these characters and diversity and inclusion, which is only used for checkboxes in these circumstances. It's not true organic diversity that just exists and doesn't need to go out of its way to be recognized because it just is, it's there, and it works. No, we have to be like, here, you take that, you bigot. This is what you're going to have, and you're going to like it. I'm surprised they didn't make Batman's son a trans non-binary, immigrant POC or something like that. And let's be honest, it's that kind of production company. I mean, you're talking about Berlanti Productions here. You know, the worst of the worst. You know, a company that hired Caroline Dries and gave her 3 seasons to lose money and run a established character into the ground. The trailer on YouTube for this is already getting ratioed, and we'll take a look at that here real quick.
No, 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 no.
If the reaction from the voters, the upvotes and downvotes on that trailer is any indication of the level of anticipation for this show on the CW, then I cannot wait for 2023 to come around and this show to premiere. I hope I don't have to wait until October for this one, folks. That's it. I'm done. Do all the YouTube things. Thank you to my channel members. You know you get thanked proper at the end of the video. I'm Temple Queen of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Up into the ring in just a moment or two for more exciting fucking action.
Get your own.
Take that, you bitch!
No! What the hell?
How'd you like that?
Hey, joke's on you. I have hepatitis.
Boom!
I could do this all